Hello everyone, I'm Turnip Dangerous, and happy Bodhi Roots Day. Well, what is Bodhi Roots Day, you ask? Quite simply put, it is today. It is now. It is a day I have dubbed myself to let you guys know and to celebrate with you the launch of my new channel, Bodhi Roots. Bodhi Roots, in a nutshell, is a mindfulness channel. I don't want to say it's a Buddhist channel. It is a channel run by a Buddhist, but it's not necessarily specifically about the Buddha. It's about mindfulness. It's about self. It's about self-discovery. It's about self-esteem. It's about self-awareness, self-reflection, and just self-improvement. And I do that for myself mainly through mindfulness practices, and I want to share those with you in the short form content such as TikToks, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, things like that. So Bodhi Roots is very much that, but we also have a Bodhi Roots podcast. Bodhi Roots podcast is called Sitting with Sid, and that's where me, TD, and the SIDD, I take a slightly new vantage point to introduce the content of the Dharma. Do you have to be a Buddhist to enjoy the podcast? Of course not. You can just like good vibes, happy attitudes, and just storytelling, basically, because it's not so much a podcast about this guy's teachings as much as it is about a podcast about this guy's journey and how this guy's teachings brought me to my next level. And I say that very, it might not sound humble, but I say that very humbly. I was very lost for a very long time, regardless of whatever religious affiliation I had at the time. You can identify as a lot of things, but when everything you identify as can be boiled down to also an asshole, it's time to take a look in the mirror and see if do you want to spend your whole life being an asshole, or would you rather refine and go from living that dirty life of nothing more than a filthy asshole and classify yourself as more of a sphincter, a rectum, if you will. So I'm just on my journey from filthy, good-for-nothing asshole to clean, good-for-something sphincter. And I hope you'll join me. So, Sitting with Sid is not going to be your normal Buddhist podcast, and Bodhi Roots is not going to be your normal mindfulness channel. What does that entail? I have no idea. But we're going to find out together, and I thought a fun way to do that would be better than yesterday. This is a way that we can all connect. We can all do something together, no matter where we are in the world. And that right there is a beautiful start to a new friendship, but B, a better tomorrow, where, all of us collectively will be trying to be better than yesterday. And although I'm not being paid by this game, this is just a fun thing. I found this on the Walmart clearance rack. I'd never even heard of it. I know it's by the What Do You Mean people, so I'll give them a quick shout out. Good on you. I'm excited about this. It's 365 daily challenges to live a more confident, fulfilling, and carefree life. So I figured we could all do that together. Go ahead and open that as a daily thing. And what that does is that creates an accountability for me, because I am a very flaky individual when it comes to setting my own schedule. But if I know that that we're supposed to be being better than yesterday every day by pulling one of these cards from this Bodhi Roots Day all the way to next Bodhi Roots Day, that creates an accountability that keeps my ass parked on this cushion in front of this webcam And, relationships are very involved, or they should be. And so this keeps me involved, in our relationship, our friendship, our cosmic intertwinedness, whatever floats your boat for an expression. The fact that we are all inhabitants on this planet together, and it's easy to dislike your neighbors. I often find, for me, maybe not as much anymore because I've done the work and done the practice to get me to a point where I don't instantly dislike everybody. But I never used to want to get to know any neighbors. And now it's like, I still don't want to know my actual neighbors. That's a little too close to home. But you guys are my neighbors across the globe. And I like this. So, welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome to the Bodhi Roots. Life's a garden, baby. Dig it. That was a very satisfying bloop sound at the end of that water. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but if so, fantastic. So, I figured this was a fun way we could all stay connected on a daily basis, keep a conversation going, keep, the encouragement going. If you guys enjoy anything you see on the Bodhi Roots channel and you're doing your own version of that, or, whatever, like, send that shit to me. Put it online, like, to share if you're comfortable doing that. I'd be more than happy to cheer you on. I'd be more than happy to feature you guys, getting in tune with your Bodhi Roots. Now, what is Bodhi Roots? Well, Bodhi Roots is the name of the channel, and that was inspired by the term Bodhi, which people could argue all day about linguistics, but when I think of the word Bodhi, I think of the word open. It might mean more toward, like, awakening, so to speak, but I think of open because I think of bodhicitta, which is open heart, open mind. So, to me, living Bodhi in a Bodhi lifestyle, whatever, you're just living open. You're letting your inner radiance out, man. You're letting your inner Buddha nature shine through and touch others and get in tune with their own inner Buddha nature. Some people don't even realize that we all have inner Buddha nature. Oh, well, I'm not a Buddhist. Okay. Technically, I don't think the Buddha was either until, he created it. So, we, it's not about that. It's about the type of person you are. It's about that inner Buddha nature, not about the titles. Because by titles, you'll learn a lot of different titles for a lot of different people throughout listening to the podcast and such. But, oh shit, I got 1 minute left before this video is too long for TikTok or whatever. So, let's go. Better than yesterday. Setup. Basically, cool. And they have a hashtag. Better than yesterday, and then the number of the card. That's easy enough. I don't need to read all these instructions. Let's pull a card because we have less than a minute to get it rolling. Let's see what today, Bodhi Roots Day, the first ever, is going to have in store for Better Than Yesterday Challenge. Let's pull it. We have Better Than Yesterday 1. Wow, I shuffled. I did, I swear. Better Than Yesterday 1. Give a compliment to someone you don't know. A small compliment can make someone's day and reminds you to compliment yourself too. Fantastic. I'm going to do that